Greetings, greetings, Destiny Chasers. Hey, it is Arthur P.R. Collins, the Diva with the Destiny, and she's excited about Table Talk with the Diva. I am so excited on this amazing Thursday evening. First of all, thank you for being at the table and not being someone else. I thank you for the support and the love that you are giving the queen, the Diva, P.R. Collins. I appreciate you ladies, but I am so honored today. I have on the platform the amazing, powerful, talented, multi-talented, I love to say, Leisha Sadler. She is an amazing guest. She is a literacy advocate, and she pushes women and authors to go for theirs and do what they do, and what they don't know, she's able to help and train. And so we're excited to have the professional on the platform this evening. So I need you to pull your girlfriends together, tag a friend, a sister, someone that you see that is trying, that is moving towards destiny. And if you know that she is trying to do something, don't sit back and watch and stalk. I need you to call her up, tell her to get on Table Talk with the Diva. Tag a girlfriend. Sharing is caring. So I need you to pull up a chair and join us. So welcome, Lisa Sadler. Forgive me. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Outstanding. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm so excited. Oh my God. So thank you so much for being on. So what's happening?
I'm here with you, Hunty.
Yes, honey, you are beautiful, looking beautiful. I see you in your red and black doing it, honey. Oh my God, but I'm so excited. So we are going to just enjoy chatting with you for a little bit this evening. And so I want you to, I'm going to do my icebreaker. So let me go back. We have a little table manners. We always get it out. Table Talk with the Diva is a platform that has been created only by God and assigned to me, Pierre Collins, to be a facilitator. And what that is, I am one of the divas. I'm one of the aunties that push the women to go and be courageous and authentic in what it is that you have been purposed to do. That is not walking in anybody's lane. That is not trying to steal anybody's shine. That is simply doing you. India Ari has a song, Just Do You, one of my favorite and a classic for me, because I believe in just doing me. I love to power and compliment my sisters. Absolutely. I love to compliment and assist them in any way that I can. But I want them to do them, honey, because God has assigned them for what their journey. And so I believe in staying in alignment with my assignment. And he's given me, enough to do on my plate that I don't need to be trying to compete or do anything else with somebody else's journey. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining Table Talk. And we're going to get the show on the road. We have an icebreaker. And so with the icebreaker, we are definitely going to give you 3 words. And out of those words, you give me a word. 1 word, not a sentence, not a paragraph, but just 1 word. Your first word for me would be, my word for you is vessel.
Oh, good one. Okay. Profit.
Second.
Profit.
Okay. Second word is progress.
Upgrade.
Come on now. That's the expertise talker right there. Come on. Promote and all right, for progress. I receive it. Look at that, Father. Tone it down, Fred. Lower your volume. So I'm going to say, last but not least, that is always my favorite, destiny.
Legacy.
Come on with it. Oh, I'm in the room with the one. Oh my God, I'm in the room with the real sister. Legacy maker. That's a hashtag. I'm always doing it. I love it. I see it before I can see it. I'm trusting. Yes, I love it. I'm just making my notes here. Hallelujah. So, okay, I always do icebreakers because words are very important. And I know, of course, you being a writer, you know that probably better than I do. Writing and words are very powerful. The Word of God tells us that we speak life or death out of this mouth. This pink thing that's in our mouth. And my mama said, in your palate, you can speak life or death. You bring life to it. It can be positive or it can be negative. You choose. And then in the Word of God, it tells us what to choose. So we want to choose life because there's so much to do in such a short time that He's given us. And so we need to stay focused on what we're here to do. So with that being said, we are ready for Miss Sadler on the platform. So tell the people exactly a little bit about Alicia Sadler.
Oh, goodness. I'm one of the fabulous co hosts of Let's Chat Radio, where we talk everything from building a fabulous brand to writing an outstanding best selling book to just being the best person you can be. I'm also a literary consultant. I do so much. I wear a lot of different hats. I truly believe that there's nothing that I cannot do. If it's something that I'm not familiar with, then I research it and I'll learn it so that I become familiar with it. And if I still am not familiar with it, there's somebody I can call that is.
Oh God, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to go right back. We're going to backpedal just a little bit. I love what you said. I believe. That was my key word, but I heard a lot what you said. I believe that there is absolutely nothing I cannot do.
That's right.
I love that. That's one of my mantras. I believe that. I believe that I am. My daughter say, you a bionic mama. You just bionic woman. Yes, I believe that there is that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So if he tells me that, and I am a big fan of his, and I believe what God says about me, oh yes, I can do it. And like I told people, I may do it a little bit slower than you, but I'm going to get it done. So I have to tell them, don't get it twisted, because Pierre Collins may have lost some sight, but I've never lost my vision. So that's important. I love that. So that's right. There's nothing you can do. And so with that, with everything that you do, you said you do a little bit of everything. So how, first of all, how did you even discover the passion for writing?
Well, I've always been a people person. I've always been an avid reader. I'll say that when I began to find out that I was addicted to the craft, I love to see the passion that people have for whatever it is they're doing. I love to see it. And so when I originally started doing promotions for an author, this is like 2010, 2011, I realized that the craft, the actual process of writing is something that I love.
Wow. Okay. I heard that. Wow. So you are also, you're a writer for, what is it? Hardcore Magazine?
Hardcore Grind. Yes. Hardcore Grind is actually, it's my column. And, it's going to eventually be a magazine. Right now, I write in 3 different magazines. Media Magazine, Heat Seekers Magazine, and the Indie Post Magazine. And I have a blog, Hardcore Readers and Writers, on Blogspot. So I do so much, and I've always done interviews, and now I just do them a little bit more in a little bit different process. But I love it. You know, just being able to connect with people. I've always been a people person. I'm a nurturer, so I love to help people get where they want to go.
Okay, I heard that. Well, we have similar backgrounds because I'm definitely a nurturer, and I just love people, and I love women. I just love women. I love seeing us shine, you know, because also back in the day, there was a stigma, oh, women can't do what a man can do. But, you know, to a degree, there are certain things we cannot do. And I mean, that I don't even want to do because I'm such a lady. I don't want to do certain things that my husband does. But, you know, when it comes to just being in the professional aspect of it, when you're looking at that, oh, yeah, there's nothing they can't do. There's nothing we can do. So I love to see women shining. I just love that. And that does something to me. So we agree upon quite a few things you've said, but being a writer, like you said, just the craft, when you discovered your passion for that, and now you're writing for 3 different columns and magazines. This is like amazing. And so a blogger, how long have you been doing blogging? Because I thought about it, but it's like,
I actually started my blog in 2012. So I've been doing it for a while. Probably before that, I've been doing it for a while. I put it down because I had other stuff going on. Okay. And so I figure with the interviews that I do, I just take those and put those on every platform that I operate on. Whether, you know, and that, to me, that's a benefit for the client. And that's also a benefit for me as well. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So in your opinion, do you agree that there's no wrong way or right way to blog because it's your opinion or others' opinion. What is your take on that?
When it comes down to blogging, I don't believe that there is a wrong or right way. You always have to find your niche in whatever it is that you're doing. Of course, you have to have an understanding of
Clearly.
what you're doing before you just up and do it. But people blog for so many different reasons. They are blogging and doing a timeline of their life or experience or something. They are affirmations are a big thing. You know, you can actually take everything you post on Facebook, and that is really kind of a blog all in itself.
Absolutely.
And because that's your content, your words.
That's your word. Right. Wow. I agree. I totally agree. Because what I've learned as a writer or being an author, learning how to trust my feelings. You know, when you're writing and then it's like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I should, doubting, and we're, kind of put like, okay. So just, I'm sure you've experienced that, just kind of doubting your thoughts. I mean, because there's not wrong, they're your thoughts, they're valid, but is there a right way or not a wrong way? But it's true. So I guess it can't be wrong.
I mean, well, you can't ask me because listen, I'm going to say it. And, I tend to tell people I'm going to say this and I say it with love. That means I'm about to say something that you may or may not like. I mean, but I don't really care.
Hey, give me the truth. That's right. Give me the truth because I'm going to speak the truth.
But, and most of the time, whatever you're thinking about, somebody is already thinking about that.
There you go.
They just are blocked by fear and they choose not to step into that realm and speak whatever is on their tongue. But I'll say whatever.
Okay. I can get with that. And I always laugh at myself and I say, okay, Lord, you're going to deliver me one day from some of this stuff. Because I'm like, and I have to say, and I just talk to him like I'm talking. And I said, God, well, you made me. You already know how I am because you made me. I'm changing and I'm loving who I'm becoming because I am so yet becoming. We are all becoming. Some people think that they've arrived because they know everything about everything. They've done everything. If you say you've been to Hawaii, they've been to Timbuktu, Puerto Rico. They've been 10 places to your one. You're just talking, but they know everything. And so sometimes I was like, okay, Lord, help me with that because if I have 2, she got 20. If I say, that kind of, it's just you meet something like that. It's like, okay, girl, if that floats your boat, then I'm gonna let you do that because I can't.
It's not what you say. It's not what you say. It's the way you say it.
The delivery.
And sometimes you can deliver it in an appropriate way, and depending on that person receiving it, the spirit behind, not even their perception, the spirit behind them. Sometimes people have a spirit on them where they may already have an attitude, so anything that anybody says, they're going to take wrong. So it's the intent behind the energy that they put.
Absolutely. You're right. It is so true. It is so true. Yeah. But I will say things. So I definitely agree. But I just always wonder about that. It's like, okay, Lord, I can't be the only one. And so I would ask you, what was probably like with writing your book or just what in writing, how do you deal with writer's block? Because that was like my struggle in the first book. I'm like, and even a little bit in the second, but not as bad. But the first one, I was like, oh God, pick it up, put it down. I was like, honey, I'm blank. What are you? And I'm going. And so my husband was, so well, you're writing your love. I said, yeah, but it's different because I'm having to put it in a book. It's like, oh my God, where do I stop? So the writer's block. How did you deal with that?
Actually, I don't do the writer's block. I have 3 books that I haven't put out yet. They're written. They're on my computer, but I believe.
What are you writing on?
I believe that, we're very mindful about how we speak to other people, how we pour into other people's lives, how we expect them to treat themselves and speak to themselves. But when we tell ourselves certain things, there's always a reason why we can't do something right now. And I always say I'm helping other people do so many things that I never have time to do what I want to do or what I need to do. And so for me, that is what I come into, being able to have that time, or not even have the time, make the time. But at the same time, I just feel that everything happens for a reason.
True.
And,
absolutely.
sometimes in life, you might feel like it's a stop sign there. Like, hold on, not yet. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just feel like it's God is telling me, hold on, not yet. Wait a minute. I'm gonna let you do. I'm gonna give you. You're gonna have the time that you need, but I gotta put some other things in play. I gotta do some other things first. So I need you to hold on. This gonna happen. Because there's so many things that I want to do. So many things I want to do, so many things I want to accomplish, and I just have to know that when the time is right, everything happens.
Okay, I heard that, especially if you believe that is God that is telling you to wait, because sometimes, and not that this is you, but sometimes we will procrastinate and say, well, God didn't tell me it's time yet, and God is sitting waiting on you, but you're saying you're waiting on him. And so sometimes that happens. So some people, sometimes it's that. It's not always that. It's like it's the other way around. And God saying, okay, use me as an excuse. That you waiting on me. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. So when you do it, and I had a girlfriend that told me she was going through a divorce. And I remember, we were just, praying together and just talking. And so when she got in court, she said, well, God, what took you so long to free me from? He said, I was waiting on you. she said when I got out in the lobby area, I'm just like, oh my God, he was waiting on me and I'm waiting for him to say, go. He said I was waiting on you. You weren't waiting on me. But so a lot of times in life, we are saying that we use that as an excuse when it's really just a spirit of procrastination.
True.
So, and not that is you, but, for someone out there in Facebook and YouTube land, it's for someone. It's some procrastination. That is a spirit that will jump on you before you know it. And you're like, oh my God, well, I'm going to do this and then I'll do it later. So, Godspeed in the book. So I'll be watching for that. But I remember when I met you, we were both doing an interview together at a radio station, and you were talking about the blogging, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, and so I started doing a little research, but still, hadn't got the clarity on some of it, but I hadn't got the okay yet to go. So I'm not moving yet, but your interview was very interesting, and I really, and so when I met you, I was like, I got to get her on. I'm gonna, get Tabletalk back on. I gotta get her on because you were just dropping nuggets and of course Gigi, Gigi's on 10. Her and Brittany, so they're getting excited. Yeah. I'm excited. My daughter was sitting there in the back, and she was like, she was the bomb. So it was a really, really good interview, and I enjoyed the energy, and you were so helpful, and it was just a pleasure meeting you. And I was like, okay, Lord, that is somebody that I definitely want to stay in contact with and do business with. And here we are. Absolutely. A year and some months later. I was just on your radio show 2 weeks ago.
Yes, ma'am.
Had an amazing time between you and Miss Tanya. And y'all sung so much alike. You sung so much alike. I was like, and I'm so glad. She said, well, this is Pierre, this is Tanya. Pierre, this is Leisha. I'm like, okay, tell me, because y'all confused me. Y'all you sound so much alike, but it was such a pleasure being on your platform. But I just admire the things that you do. And I saw the pop-up. Let's talk about your pop-up. You had a pop-up shop a couple of weeks ago, and I chimed in to kind of see what was going on. You had a live. You showed different things where you were presenting some stuff. You had a live. You did a live. So maybe it wasn't your pop-up, but you were there promoting something. I don't know if you doing what are you.
It might have been an old post. It may have been something that's old because I do have Vision of Books, which is my book event. So it may have been something that I posted from the event that we had last year.
Okay.
But people sick outside. I don't go outside.
Okay, well, because this was about a couple of weeks ago. I saw it and I was like, okay. And I mean, it was pretty. It was food on the tables. Yeah, you had cute little cookies and cupcakes. It was just the table was set up really pretty, and it was a pop-up shop.
Oh, I was sharing. My sister makes health and wellness and body products, and she did an event, and I was sharing her.
That's what I saw. Yes. Okay, I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. It was you. You was like, Yeah, okay. I saw it. I was like, okay, what she got going on? Where's this at? And I couldn't tell where it was, but it was the Saturday that I thought I was scheduled to interview, but that particular week, couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. So you were here again promoting. So
Yeah.
doing the book promotion that you do because when you were with Gigi, then when we did the interview, you were talking about what was coming up, but you were going to schedule it like maybe like in February. We interviewed in December,
Yes.
but you were doing something.
Yep, it was for my book event. So what Vision and Books is, it's really every shade Alicia. All the things that just are a part of me. I truly feel that your lane is paved just for you. You can put as many street lights you want on it and whatever you want to build on it. Everything is paved. Now there may be times that you get to a point on the street where you want to go left, but left hasn't been paved yet. You haven't broke ground over there. And so sometimes we tend not to go over there because there's no street lights over there. It's gravel. We don't want to bust the tires. So we kind of wait, you know. So with Vision and Books, I wanted to be able to give back because I'm a giver. Be able to sell my own products and my books, and I sell paparazzi. So I wanted to be able to have my own place to be able to sell anything that I have, but I also love books and I love to be able to help authors. And so I have authors, I have vendors, they come. Then we also adopt a classroom. So last year we adopted a second grade classroom. And I really wanted to do something for a family and something for kids. And I didn't want to do a backpack giveaway because people been doing those for ages, and we still get that 4-page re-up offer. Yes, people, that is a re-up offer from the teacher. And that can be a stressful time back to school because if you got more than one child, if everybody is on a different level, they need a folder for this. It need to be color coded.
Absolutely.
That, and this and that. And so I wanted to be able to ask a teacher, what is it that you need to sustain your classroom throughout the year? And so that was her wish list. And things on her wish list, I just reached out to everybody, and it was copy paper. They got glue, they got pencils. Authors reached out and made books for their classroom library. I mean, just to be able to help and bless them in the process, we're helping and blessing the families at the same time.
Well, I love that. I love that. Now you got me excited. So I'm going to have to talk to you about that later because I definitely would like to take part in that.
Absolutely.
And we adopt a class. I love that. And I have like, oh my God, I got about 10 girlfriends that are teachers. So they would be happy, know, for that. So I really love that. Okay. That's good. Like I said, they have the back to school, the backpack drive. Maybe the church is my church. We do that as well. But we don't adopt a classroom. They do it, for back to school and, that's that. But I like it because I would want to be able to sew something monthly. They were in school 9 months. And so if I can contribute something in my empowerment company, we do that monthly, then that's something because I am partnering with another, what is my other one? There's another charity, but I love the giving and like I said, nurturing for my sister's house, and I've worked with Sunshine House, so I'm definitely like that. So that I'm definitely gonna table that because I'll talk to you later about that. I'm excited about that. Wow, I love that. Yeah, and I'm a new grandmommy. I'm a glam mom. I just found out on yesterday. So yeah, I need to go ahead and get acclimated back to elementary. It's been years since I've been a room mom and a PTO president and a Girl Scout troop leader. So Lord, it's been years, but I've been busy. So I'm excited and I would love to do that. So yeah, I guess
absolutely. Okay. Next Vision and Books is April 2022. We're going to do 2 classrooms because eventually I want to do actually 3 teachers. I want to do elementary school, I want to do middle school, and I want to do high school only because they all have different needs. And that list is really September, December, January. These are things that teachers need year round. They need you to do constantly, and parents can't afford to, do it. So they get the 1 box of tissue, and they get the hand sanitizer. They might get the crayons just for their kid. But if they had enough in the classroom, they wouldn't have to ask the parents to step in and supply those things because the classroom would have.
I'm loving it. I am loving it. Okay, well, you can count me in. You can count me in, and so you give me what I need to do and whatever. And if we need to show up for the car washes and that type of thing, I love stuff like that. I live for that. So car washes and bake sales and donut sales. I was the queen of that. So yes, yes, yes. Everything. Miss Collins, children, them girls are in everything. Yes, I love it. So you can count me in on that one. But back to the interview. So definitely, I want to be a part of the book, the author of the book.
Vision and Books.
Yes, ma'am. So you make sure you put me down. And I have two other authors that I know would jump at the opportunity. So count three of us in for that. And I'm saying that on Tabletalk. So Arthur Tracy, I know you're on and you're watching, and her mouth's going, well, she didn't ask me, but she already know how we do. But she put me down, I'm putting her down. So definitely put us on for that. But definitely, this is exciting. Because like I said, I knew some of what you do, but I didn't know it all. And I kept saying, well, she's so many hats. And like, okay, Lord, what should I talk about? Which part of the interview? What should I just focus on? The writing. He said, just talk about it all. Because again, it's not an interview; it's just a conversation.
That's right.
And I'm learning, and so I love chatting and finding out and discovering things about my sisters. And you have a lot going on. You have a lot going on. So how long has the blogging with you and not blogging, but you and Tanya with the radio show?
Yes.
How long is that?
So Tony and I have been doing radio for about, I'm going to say 10 years. But we've been doing Let's Chat for about 8. We started on another blog talk show. And then we branched off and we did our own. I was already doing author interviews on Facebook and Writing Royalty Radio. Writing Royalty, the book club. And I was doing that on Fridays and Saturdays. But when we started doing radio, I could no longer. It was a lot because I do the producer portion of the show. So I was making flyers and getting people on the show and answering emails. So it became a lot to do. So I moved it just to blog talk. First, we started off with once a month. And then now we can do every day of the week. We have Let's Chat. We have Let's Chat Live. We have Let's Chat Sports. So I just keep moving, and there's so many things that I want to do. And life is kind of like a puzzle. It may not fit right now. It may not fit right here. And you might have to put some other pieces there before you could put this other piece there. And so it's really about being patient. Yeah.
You're right about it. Wow. You're right about it. So with the Let's Chat Sport, is that like athletes for school, high school kids or adults?
No.
Or
Tony, who is my co-host, fabulous co-host, she's watching. But she is Sports 101. She loves sports. And so we've had, football players on. We've had people just in the sports industry. And we just being able to grow that, because that's something that we really started this year. Last year we started Let's Chat Live. This year we started Let's Chat Sports. But it was more like adding on to what we already have to expand.
Oh my God. I love this. I love that. Let's Chat Sport. Let's try in the live. Okay, I'm cool with that. I love it. Because that's what when you first mentioned about being on your show, I was confused. I was like, okay, well, I don't know. Is it live? Is it whatever? Because you had so much, and I'm like, okay, where am I going to fit in? Where am I supposed to be? And he said, it's radio, and I got excited, so I went to tag it, and all my family and my sisters said, "Girl, we on. What time you come on? We don't see you." I said, "Just wait a minute, I'm coming." So waiting, and boom, when it started. So my phone was lighting up, and my girlfriends was in like, "Girl, we're on." And so I just embraced the opportunity to have been on the platform. And I even got welcome back, you guys. I wasn't one of the ones that was like, okay.
Now you want to come back. We love to celebrate people. We love it. We love to be able to celebrate people and their brand and whatever it is.
That's what it's about.
Their experience and in their life, because we have relationship shows. We have counselors that come on. We've talked about abuse. We've talked about marriage. We've talked about relationships. So our next endeavor, we're going to do a show about divorce. And I have a few people that I've met on Clubhouse that we're going to have on the show, but certain shows we have to kind of put together a specific way. And I want to make sure that we're educating at the same time that we're helping people Because that divorce is a death. That's a death in a
You better
relationship.
talk about it.
So
Yes.
people are, even though they may be healed, they're still not healed. And so some things are a trigger. So we want to make sure that we have counselors on, that can talk about, helping people kind of get through or give them jewels that they can hold on to during that time that they're getting back to being themselves. Because a lot of times as a woman, you lose yourself.
Come on now.
In your marriage, you lose yourself in your family. You just lose yourself in when you want to be you. Then society has told us that that's selfish. Society has told us that self-care is selfish, and it's not. If you're constantly pouring into other people and nobody is pouring into you, that means you're empty.
You're empty. That's right. Oh my God, girl, you just you about to get me about to run out of my office, honey. I am telling you, you are in the right vein. That is so true. You said so much. So definitely when you talk about going through a divorce in marriage, and for my husband and I had an episode for 45 days of just like, what's going on? What happened? I just out of the blue. And so it felt like a death. And I was like, God, this doesn't make any sense. And so we moved out of our emotions. We did not, neither one had gotten confirmation about the direction we should take, how to handle it. It's just emotions in the way, whatever. Well, hey, if he wanted, whatever, you do your thing and I'll do my. And that is not how we're supposed to do it. So you're right. It is really, really important, and you have to be strategic. And so the counseling is very important. I actually have a counselor on next month, and I'm excited for our Women's History Month. So I have a counselor on next week, and then I had one on a few months back. But they do a little bit different counseling, but it is so important. And there has always been a stigma with African Americans.
That's right.
We don't go to counseling. We don't get counseling. That's crazy. That's for white people. No.
That's
it's
for everybody
that want to be better. It's for everybody that wants to be better, that wants to heal from the inside.
Right. And the thing is that we all go through reset periods in life.
Absolutely. Every last one of us.
Especially in relationships. And so when you have two people that are resetting, you either have to decide, well, we're going to reset separate or we're going to reset together. And there's nothing wrong with divorce, but it is a reset period. And when you have to reset, that means that your mindset is changing, your direction is changing, the things that you want have changed. And if you reset and your mindset has not changed, then you're going to go back to the same thing. Everything is great in your head until you bring it to reality. So you have to get your mind right first.
You have to get it out. You have to get it out. I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. That's like when I wrote the book. It's like I wrote a lot of things and I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be a bestseller, honey. I'm going to spill the beans. I'm going to. And it's like, no, girl, go ahead and write it. And then we're going to shred that. You're going to get it all out. And then we're going to be productive, and we're going to kind of help educate women and show them that they're not alone. Show them that they can go through it, and they can be in the valley. But by the time they come through and they're healed from the inside out, then they can get back to the mountaintop. You don't have to stay there. So ones I tell people, so you may not have, as my mom would say, just live. You may be married and you may be in bliss right now, and you want to stay that way, but the reality, it just doesn't happen like that, because we grow at different times, at different levels, and we change. But we've got to be willing to accept the growth in each one of us, and just meet back in the middle and say, okay, whatever is comfortable, whatever is not, and this isn't working for us, let's try this. But you got to be able to agree and disagree. So I get it, but it is definitely, when you say death, oh my Lord, yes.
It is. It's just a death of whatever you're used to. That's really what it is. People,
unfamiliar is not a nice spot. It's not a nice place. That unfamiliar territory. Oh, that's not a good
feeling. we normally cling to what we know, but a lot of times, what you have to reprogram yourself. I believe, especially when you talk about marriage and things of that nature, because we were given bad information when it came down to being married, and given bad information on what it talks about as far as us being women. They did
the best they knew. They were ignorant to a lot of things because that's all that they knew. So it's like, we understand. My mom said, when you know better, you do better.
You do better. That's right.
I
Yes,
totally agree.
ma'am.
With the best information that they knew, they did their best, and we appreciate it. But it's like, I know I can't trip out with my husband with some stuff. My mom would say, I've been looking like you a bad girl, But they 50, almost 60 years. My parents is like, so I saw a lot, and it's like, my dad was very humble. He was very humble and he didn't like confrontation. And he's just saying if my mom is saying certain things like getting on his nerve, my daddy had this thing, and everybody in my family that could be watching and will watch the replay when you no longer see the red light. Tag your girlfriends and let them know Alicia Sally is on Tabletalk with the Diva. But anyway, I had to put that in there. My daddy had this way when he's a little irritated with what my mom is saying, he clears his throat. He says, he would clear his throat, and then he just got to scratch his head. And he look off, and she's still talking. And he would say, walk, 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 walk. She's doing that, and my daddy's just go like this woman right here. But my husband, he's humble, but he with that. No, like look at woman. I love you, and I'll do anything for you, but don't talk to me like you're crazy. So they're just different kind of people. So I get it. But yeah, my mama, I have a lot of my mother's ways, and I love my queen. I love my queen. She's in heaven, but I love my queen. But when you know better, you do better.
You do better. That's right.
That's what I'm going to say to that. So we are going to bring this to a close, but I want you to, if you could leave 2 tips, and if you have more, then I'll take them. If you have 2, which I know you have more, so I better not say that. Excuse me. I think I want you, if you would leave 2 tips with the viewers tonight. And thank you for chiming in. I see comments, but I cannot, because I'm visually challenged, ladies and women, beautiful people in Facebook and YouTube land. I'm not able to read the comments until I go back and watch the show. So my apologies if you have commented and I haven't responded. We thank you for joining. We thank you for supporting. We thank you for listening. Miss Alicia has so much to say, but we have a limited amount of time. So she's going to share a couple of nuggets with you, whatever is on her heart.
Absolutely.
Any information that you could help to push someone along, I want you to do that. But before you do that, would you please give your social media where they can locate you and follow you, please?
I'm Miss Alicia. I'm Alicia Sadler on all social media platforms. I believe in consistent branding. And what I mean by consistent branding, you can't be Susie on Instagram, Hot Mama 52 on Facebook, and then Sarah on where they gonna find you at? You got
to be
consistent with what you're doing. Consistency is really key. And let's chat on all platforms as well. Just Let's Chat Radio.
I love it. I love it. I love
and
it.
if you'd like to be a guest on Let's Chat Radio, you just send your request to thechatradioshow@gmail.com.
That's right. All right. All right. So we want you to share, give them some tips or nuggets that you just something you think that is helpful for someone.
Absolutely. I'm going to say be you, do you, for you. You have to put you first, right before everybody. I know that there is a hierarchy when you're married or if you have children, but you have to put yourself first, because if you don't have nothing if you don't give yourself what you need, you can't give nobody else what they need. And make sure that you have a vision for yourself. So many times that I've asked people about the vision they have for themselves, and they never thought about it until I've asked. And you always got to have a vision for yourself. Somebody will easily sell you their own vision that they want you to have until you realize it's not really what I want to do. So you got to always have a vision, always have a direction of where you want to go. And it does not mean that you want to see your name in lights, but just in general, have a vision. Where do you want to be? Set goals for yourself, things that help you to upgrade who you are.
Come on. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it. And I concur and agree with everything that you have said. You're powerful. You're a bad sister. I love you, love you, love you to life. And this has been really, really a great conversation. And so I see that we can talk about anything. So I love that when I can just chat and you can express your feelings, because they're your feelings. And that means that they are valid because you feel what you feel. And I feel what I feel. And of course, we don't have to agree on everything. But at the end of the day, we just can't agree that we disagree on whatever, and we move forward. So I love that. about you, and I'm grateful to know you. I am honored that you took the opportunity to be on the platform. That means so much to me. And we are definitely going to do some work in the future, but definitely with the author book and
Vision and books.
I want my class. I'm telling you now, I want my class. And Tracy, don't Author Tracy, she need to get her own class. And I got a few others. Ingrid is
well, we do one class as an incorporated
okay.
event.
Okay.
So it's one class that everybody gives to. So that means that when people come into the book event, they can do a 5 for 5. So that means you either can give $5 or you can give 5 book items, back to school supplies. And then we just take all of that from what people have donated, what people have bought to the event, and that's what we bless the classroom with. And then we're always looking for sponsors. We're always looking for vendors. Make sure you send your request for Visions and Books. It is on Eventbrite, but you're going to send that to Diva's. Let me look that up. It's Diva.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we definitely want to do that. But I am definitely going to, and I won't say steal, but you've given me an idea, and I'm definitely going to adopt this because it's positive, and I like it. So I'm telling you to your face on Table Talk, I'm going to adopt a classroom because I got that from you. I got it from Lisa Sadler. I love it. Yeah, I love the idea, and I love helping. So I definitely want to give to the babies. So that would mean a lot. So
Diva's Books and Friends.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yep, Divas Books and Friends at gmail.com. I got like 10 email addresses.
You already know.
I'll be able to keep it all together. Sometimes I'll be like, wait a minute, let me make sure what that is.
Right. Who am I right now? Which band am I in? Oh my God. But that means that you're full. And I learned something Oprah has taught me, honey, keep your cup full. Yes, so that you have to give to someone else, because like you said, if your cup is half empty or it's empty, you have nothing for yourself or to give anybody else. So definitely. She said, and I thought it was an insult at first and I didn't like it. She said, but the more I grow and became and know who I was, she said, when they say, oh, she's so full of herself. She said, I embrace it. She said, so when you embrace it, she said, so when they say, oh, she's so full of herself, tell them, yes, I am.
That's right.
My cup is running over and I am full of myself. So I have enough for me and to spill over and to help someone else. So yes, I am. Kiara Collins, full of herself, honey. I love God's people and I love his women. And so, I love the ones that don't love me. How about that? How about that? That's how that goes.
Yeah, yes, honey. The ability to have the audacity to be.
How about that? Say that one more time and I'm going to play us on out of here, honey.
God gave you the ability to have the audacity to be you. So be you.
Oh God. Woo, girl, I might be adopting that one too. I like good stuff, honey. All right, Miss Tanya, I might be taking your co-host, girl. I'm loving this chick.
I love Miss Tony.
This has been so good.
Miss Tony is my right hand, and most of the time
I heard it, girl. But I'm about to be your right leg, girl, because you got some juice, and I'm loving. I love a queen with fire and spice and confidence. I'm just like, because I'm that girl. I'm confident, girl. I'm just like, honey, they like it, leave it, take it. I mean, kick rocks, whatever. It is what it is. That's me, and my girlfriends know that's just me. And it's like, girl, look, you deal with that because I'm not. But I love it. Absolutely. I love it. So God knows who to connect you with. He knows who to connect you with. He knows who to celebrate you or who tolerates you. And when they tolerate, keep it moving. Right. Not the circle for me, but it's good. But girl, I thank you so much. I thank you. And I'll be watching you on Facebook and IG and watching you and chiming into your radio show. But this has really been powerful. I appreciate the nuggets that you poured into the women. Ladies, if you need to get in touch, she is on Facebook at Leisha Sadler, and she's giving you all 25 of her links and her email. Because I can't keep up. I just check her out on IG and I know how to get her. But thank you so much, and you have an amazing evening and blessings to you and your business. I speak much success to you. I love you and thank you so much.
No problem. You're so very welcome. Thank you guys. Have a good
night. All right, bye-bye. All right, family, we've done it again. Episode of Season 2 of Table Talk with the Diva, and I am Arthur Kiara Collins, that is always excited and delighted we will not be on next week, but I do have amazing guests, 3 amazing, powerful Black women on the platform for the month of March for Black History, not Black History, but Women's Month. So these women are coming in to bring the juice. So chime in with me. I am Table Talk with the Diva. That's me, Kiara Collins. I love you for watching. Have an amazing night. We'll see you back. And in the end, you should win. Yeah. Table Talk with the Diva. Why? That's my niece. She will be on March the 11th, Mattia, Washington. And if you feel it down, come in. The enemy trap won't win. But God is giving you vision, and in the end, you shall win.